Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law. Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You gotta help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
All rise. Both parties, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
Thank you, Will. You may be seated. In the matter of Jonathan Danzy versus Daniel Lang, you're suing him for medical expenses after someone got sick, you say, after eating his stew. The defendant claims, well, my stew that made him sick is probably all that junk that they were eating before. Mm-hmm. So let me hear from you, Mr. Danzy.
So thank you, Your Honor. My name's Jonathan Danzy, and I'm the president of the Whale Watcher Society of Los Angeles. We were having an event. We chartered a boat, took our 3 new members out with 3 current members, myself, my secretary, and one of the oldest standing members in the organization. Went out for a little celebration. Coming back, we wanted to have a catered lunch. So I reached out to Chef Daniel and asked if he could cater a lunch. It was very short notice, 2 days, and he agreed that he could if I paid a premium, which I did. And
what was the premium for 2 days' notice?
$2,500. So normally for 6 people, it's $600 to $800.
Oh, that's a big premium.
Yeah.
For 6 people, preparing lunch for 6 people. Okay.
Correct.
Was it a formal lunch or?
It was, yeah. It was. So he was responsible. We provided the room. He was responsible for the place setting and everything that was served, which was the lunch itself. Again, for $2,500, was salad, bread, and stew. Perpetual stew. Yeah, stew. It was soup.
It's delicious.
That was the lunch.
Salad, bread, and stew for $2,500?
For 6 people. Correct, Your Honor.
He said he had no menu restrictions, so I took liberties.
Yeah, you took a big liberty. Really? Was there dessert at all?
There was tea.
There was tea and water.
Ooh-wee. Okay, $2,500. So what happened?
So we had lunch, and it was lovely. My secretary, Kimberly, did mention at one point she thought the soup tasted off, or the stew, I guess. But everybody liked it. It was fine. I think we were all excited to have Chef Daniel preparing food for us.
What, he has a reputation?
Yes, he's pretty well known.
I'm known throughout the world. I'm surprised you haven't heard of me, Your Honor.
I don't use chefs to charge me $2,500 for 6 people, so I wouldn't hear of you because
okay, I see.
I'm what they call cheap.
Oh, okay.
That's what some people say about me, but I say I spend my money wisely.
Yes.
Uh-huh. But now, so you're known for what in particular? What foods?
Well, my perpetual stew is very famous, but I'm most known for my salmon, my pork chops, my lamb chops, and various pasta dishes. But I also love to do a good seafood pasta, which for this particular event I did not because, again, there was no menu restrictions, but I was on a bit of a time crunch. I had another event to get to.
Well, you weren't under a time crunch when you accepted it. You know, 2 days, and you knew what was on your calendar, and you knew how much time you had. So you could have said no, or you could have been greedy and said okay, and rushed yourself.
Well, I said
So don't tell me about a time crunch, because I don't want to hear it, because you control your time. Because you can say yes or no when anybody asks you, can you do something?
Well, I think that my spread that I put out for these wonderful people is delicious.
So what is this perpetual stew?
Perpetual stew, it's a type of stew that I learned how to make in Japan on one of my trips there. And effectively what you do is you take a whole bunch of things, you make your base, and you let it simmer on a low heat for an extended period of time.
Well, a whole bunch of things is not what stew is, because it is made up of something in particular.
You're right.
Not a whole bunch of things.
This particular stew, for this batch, I had put in some fish, I had put in some beef and venison and bison to add to the complexity of the flavor, as well as some carrots, potatoes, and some other...
Fish, beef, venison, bison.
Correct.
Carrots.
Potatoes.
Potatoes. What
Correct.
else?
some rosemary, thyme, bay leaves, just to really add to that complexity of flavor. And then just a little bit of soy sauce, which would be the tang that Mr. Danzy is referring to.
How you mix fish and beef and bison and venison all in the same container?
You just put it in there and you let it simmer on a low heat at about 140 for a number of hours, 4 years in this case.
4 years. Did you say 4 years?
That's correct.
You cooked this for 4 years, or you cooked it 4 years ago?
I've been cooking it for 4 years. Perpetual stew is something that you leave on the fire and let it simmer for years at a time. In Japan, many of the perpetual stews that they had over there had been simmering for about 60 years. So you could consider this a young stew, if you will.
Nothing could cook that long. It's gonna burn up.
Not at all, Your Honor. It's about a medium heat. Like I said, we only keep it to about 140, so it is a low simmer. It doesn't burn out at all. You obviously come back in to replenish it once some of it has evaporated.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
And then he described what he was serving and how it had been simmering for 4 years. I almost got sick all over again. It's 4 years old.
It's not 4
Unheard
years
of.
old.
Soup.
Is this for real? Are you making this up?
What, perpetual stew?
Perpetual stew.
No, it is as real as the lights in this room.
And later,
He had received an overpayment at the end of December, like December 29th, and he stopped coming to work. And we're here to get those funds back.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Jonathan Danzy, who is suing Daniel Lang for medical expenses.
That sounds absolutely incredible, and it sounds like something that is totally unedible.
So when I called to tell him
Inedible.
the problem, which was the following day, it was actually Valentine's Day, I called to let him know all 6 people had gotten sick, and we think it was from the soup. It wasn't from the salad or the bread, it's obviously the soup. And then he described what he was serving and how it had been simmering for 4 years. I almost got sick all over again. It's 4 years old.
It's not 4
Unheard
years
of.
old.
Soup.
Is this for real? Are you making this up?
What, perpetual stew?
Perpetual stew.
No, it is as real as the lights in this room.
4 years.
4 years, that is correct, Your Honor. You seem to be struggling with this idea.
I am really struggling with it. I truly am. It is totally way over my head. I can't even fathom what you're talking about. When I don't eat something after it's been in my refrigerator 3 days, I'm finished with it. I don't know. Do you have any kind of medical evidence of these the problems that were caused from your stew?
I do, Your Honor. I have the medical bills from each individual that seek medical attention. 5 of us went to some sort of urgent care. I went to the emergency room, and then one person did do like a holistic approach to food poisoning, and she just got some groceries. I personally reimbursed each individual what they spent on their medical bills.
He's a very kind man.
Each one of it says food poisoning.
Yes, it was very consistent at different locations.
I believe that it's the muffins that he had earlier
But
in the morning.
the problem I have is, when they said food poisoning, were the medical professionals able to point to any particular type of organism that comes from a particular type of food?
So at my trip to the ER, they were more concerned about dehydration and the food poisoning. So they didn't do any testing, I don't think, but it was coming out, and it was pretty horrific. I don't know if you've ever had food poisoning, but it's a pretty nasty 12 to 24 hours.
I've experienced it 1 or 2 times in my life. So you don't believe that it caused it?
No. I've fed people from this perpetual stew in the following days, and actually at the very next event that I went to, and none of them have reported sick.
How did you come up with $10,000?
So the medical expenses, the $2,500 fee that I paid him, and then the balance, the max you can sue for is $10,000 in the state of California. And so the balance is for emotional distress, pain, and suffering. It was an awful evening for everybody.
I can't give you pain and suffering for everybody else.
Sure you can. Okay, just for my pain and suffering then.
No, I can't.
And my emotional distress. As the president of the Whale Watchers Society of Los Angeles, it's very embarrassing to be hosting an event and have everyone get sick. It's not a
I mean,
it's not
everyone.
a good Yes.
It seems reasonable to me, but the only problem I have is you paid for all the bills, so I'll give you the money for the bills, but I can't give you the pain and suffering for everybody else because they have to come in and do a showing of their own pain and suffering and emotional distress. And yes, it distressed you as the president of the association and the person who had to pay the bills. So I give you back the judgment for all of the medical expenses that you paid on behalf of your employees. Did you add it up?
Yeah, I did. I have it right here. And also the lunch and catering costs.
Yes.
And then since there were 6 of us, like, could I have just my portion of the emotional distress and pain and suffering?
I'll give you pain and suffering.
Okay. So it was painful.
$5,324 is what you put down for emotional distress. That's for all 6 of you, right?
Yes,
So let's cut it in half,
that's fair.
or 1/6.
I like half better.
I know you do. But I like fairness better because I can't give you their emotional distress and
Okay.
pain and suffering. So if the total you're asking is $5,324 and I give you 1/6,
Comes to just under 900, Your Honor.
yeah, just under 900 is $866. Oh, you didn't total the medical costs.
So I did the 2,500 plus the medical costs. And
That's the
yeah.
catering cost is 2,500.
Yeah,
Plus the 866 for pain and suffering. And then you got all these other medical 800 for 2 of them. And then another 645 for 1. And another 355 and 285 and another $90. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $6,541.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $6,541.
I think from now on, when we say fresh, we're gonna expect it to be made within the last couple of hours, not a couple of years.
You lack culture.
Coming up,
Everything that you mentioned is true.
So why you didn't pay him back?
Well, few reasons. One is I lost trust with the company.
What does that have to do with paying them back?
next time on Justice with Judge Mablean.
The following day, it was actually Valentine's Day, I called to let them know all 6 people had gotten sick, and we think it was from the soup. It wasn't from the salad or the bread, it's obviously the soup. And then he described what he was serving and how it had been simmering for 4 years. I almost got sick all over again. It's 4 years old.
It's not 4
Unheard
years old.
of.
Soup.
Is this for real? Are you making this up?
Next time on Justice with Judge Mablean.
Okay, so he never paid you back.
No.
What's up with that, Mr. Miller? What
So-
part of that is wrong, a lie, or not true? So you don't believe that it caused it?
No. I've fed people from this perpetual stew in the following days and actually at the very next event that I went to.
You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
In the matter of Adam Stamford versus Arlo Miller, Mr. Stamford, you're suing Mr. Miller for unreturned funds for an overpayment. And the defendant's response is, not my fault that you overpaid me, and I had to pay more taxes because you overpaid me, so therefore I'm not refunding. That's a dumb argument.
Amen.
I just hate to say it, but for such an intelligent man. Let me hear from you, Mr. Stamford.
Well, it's exactly what you said, Your Honor. I'm Adam Stamford. Mr. Miller worked for me for 2 years. He had received an overpayment at the end of December, like December 29th, and he stopped coming to work. And we're here to get those funds back.
How much was the overpayment?
$4,350, Your Honor.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a big overpayment. And when was the overpayment discovered?
It was discovered on the 7th. Is it all right if I call my witness?
If you don't know the answer.
Could you please step up? She has all those dates. She does
Okay.
all the logistics for that.
All right, so you can have a seat then.
Thank you.
And your witness is Allison Hayes.
Yes, my name is Allison. I am the office manager at Omnimover Logistics. So I had all the communications with Mr. Miller, and we were notified by the HR company that on December 29th, that there was a glitch with 11 of our employees, and they accidentally multiplied the rate. I notified him before the direct deposit was even put into his bank account that it would be deposited and that we were going to need that money back.
Coming up,
So he had the right amount and overpayment.
Yes.
Okay, so he never paid you back.
No.
What's up with that, Mr. Miller?
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Adam Stamford, who is suing Arlo Miller for $4,350.
So you told the defendant, we've been advised there's an overpayment going into your account by direct deposit, and don't cash it and don't spend it because we need it back.
Correct.
So, but was he paid his correct amount as well?
Yes, alongside the paycheck.
So he had the right amount and overpayment?
Yes.
Okay, so he never paid you back?
No.
What's up with that, Mr. Miller? What
So-
part of that is wrong, a lie, or not true?
Everything that you mentioned is true.
So why you didn't pay him back?
Well, few reasons. One is I lost trust with the company.
What does that have to do with paying them back?
Well, I've been in communication with them regarding me paying taxes over the amount that was paid.
Okay, you got a notice. You said everything they said was correct.
That is true.
And you weren't paying taxes that day, were you?
The reason why, for one, is other than me paying extra on the taxes, I totally lost trust with the company.
You didn't pay extra on a thing because you didn't pay any taxes on that day. Do you understand the tax system? They sent you a payroll check. They deducted taxes from based upon the $4,350 and paid it to IRS and FTB. But you didn't pay a thing. And you weren't entitled to the $4,350 in the first place. So they would adjust the payments over to IRS and FTB, the money that was sent, and get it refunded back.
Yes.
They didn't do anything with your payroll check.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
They overpaid you $4,350. You owe them $4,350 back. So pay it. And then you stop working. Then you quit. Isn't that what isn't that what happened? And you quit. You decide, oh, I just got me a big bonus and I'm out of here. What you gonna do? Went and bought a car? What you gonna do with that big bonus?
I have parents I have to take care of, and I have 3 kids.
Can't do it at their expense, sir. I want you to go and take one simple course. You don't even have to take a course, because now we got smartphones. I want you to go to that smartphone and let that smartphone tell you how the tax system works, okay? Or go have a conversation with somebody. Do you file taxes?
I have an accountant that deals with that for me.
An accountant?
Yes.
And you talking about you don't trust them to tell you about the taxes? You have an accountant. That's who tells you about it. Even more illogical, your statements. Get out of my courtroom. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $4,350.
2 wrongs don't make a right. 3 rights make a left.
Well, thank you admitting that you was wrong.
All right, well, you
He
get...
told you from the beginning he was wrong and made a mistake. That's nothing new.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.